So many of us have never spent the time to actually reflect on what healthy aging means to us, what health means to us. There is a lot that we've sort of captured from society. Maybe some things have become ingrained. Thinking back to my own life, the way I eat, how much exercise I do, all of that sort of came from my parents. And a part of me grew up in Iran, a part of me grew up in Germany before coming to the US. And each of those cultures affected me differently. My name is Mohammed Ashori, MD. I'm a board certified family medicine physician. What I talk about is healthy aging. Welcome to the channel. Each person has a different belief when it comes to health, longevity, lifespan, when it comes to aging healthy. And there are several aspects. I want to talk about three things that I think are important. One are the beliefs that we have as far as what does it mean to be healthy? And the next one is goals. So, what particular goals do we have in mind for ourselves? And then, what are the habits that we have already formed, and what are the habits that maybe we need to form? If you can think about these three things and reflect on it, you'll have a good sense of how likely it is that you'll achieve a certain outcome, what changes you can make to your life and actually stick to it. And in fact, that is our first session. The first session I do with clients is we dive deep into that. And then over the next few sessions, we sort of unravel it because as we unravel what habits mean to somebody, what certain goals they have set for themselves, then we can actually start planning around those things. For example, if somebody has the habit to snack all the time, then of course they may start feeling energy fluctuations throughout the day. Maybe they're having problems with their cholesterol, with their blood pressure, with their diet, with their weight. And talking about that, bringing that out into the open, like how did this habit develop? And what other habits could replace it? And what does this habit really mean to you? And how important is the side effect from this habit? Because sometimes you can just do something different. You can replace a different action. So you can continue snacking as long as you're doing something else so that you don't have to touch a certain habit. And other times, that habit is so deeply ingrained and has so many other layers with it that if we don't address it, we probably won't get very far with other metrics. When it comes to beliefs, for example, I believe for myself that if I stay active on a daily basis, I'll be healthier. If I avoid very calorie dense foods, I'll be healthier. That it's better for my cholesterol, that it's better for my blood pressure. Up until a few years ago, I believed that being vegan is maybe a healthier option. And it's not that my beliefs are changing because new research or any of that stuff is coming out. Because if I, as a physician, start thinking about every single bit of data that comes out and I just start changing my beliefs, it's likely that I'm also not only going to confuse myself, but also my patients. Instead, my beliefs are formed by certain factors in the environment, certain beliefs in social media, certain popular opinions. And that's a belief. It doesn't mean that that's the belief that I'm going to maybe force onto my patient or say, oh, you should believe this as well, that statins are great for you or blood pressure medicines are the only way that you're going to achieve good health. But I have to be aware of my beliefs and I have to be aware of my patient's beliefs because once I'm aware of them, it's much more likely that I'm going to recognize any biases that I have. And then once I know the beliefs of my patient, we can sort of bring it out into the light, right? We can say, okay, this is your belief. Now that we know this is your belief, let's assume it's true and what changes would we make based on that. Let's assume it might be false. What changes would we make based on that? So beliefs and habits are a little bit more ingrained. They're a little bit more, they have more history to them where we have a tougher time changing them. But goals are things that we set all the time. For example, I have a goal today to pick up laundry detergent, or I have the goal to lose weight, or I have the goal to achieve a certain health outcome over a long run, or save a certain amount of money. Goals are great when they're achievable. Goals can be problematic if we set a bunch of goals that we simply can't meet. If I set a goal that I can't achieve, if I do this enough times, I might start thinking of myself as a failure. So it's important to set achievable goals, small goals, and then stack goals on top of each other. So again, an important part of meeting that very first time with my clients is to discover goals. So if you're interested, go to drashori.com, leave comments below. What are your firm beliefs in life? What are your habits? And what are maybe some goals that you're chasing? Take care, guys.